From IsReal News, this is the morning brief for Wednesday, April 8th. Israel says its military operations in Lebanon are continuing at full force. Defense Minister Israel Katz says hundreds of Hezbollah operatives were targeted in a surprise wave of strikes on command centers across Lebanon, describing it as the largest concentrated blow against the group since the start of the military operation. He warns that Hezbollah leader Naim Qassem will also face consequences as Israeli forces continue operations aimed at pushing threats away from Israel's northern border. The Israeli military confirms it has carried out extensive strikes against Hezbollah headquarters and military infrastructure across Beirut, the Bekaa Valley, and southern Lebanon. Targets included intelligence command centers, rocket and naval fire systems, and assets belonging to the Radwan Force and Hezbollah's aerial unit. Israel also says it struck dozens of Iranian missile launch sites and production infrastructure overnight inside Iran in an effort to reduce ongoing launches. At the same time, the military says it is observing the ceasefire in the Iran front while remaining on high alert for any violations. Meanwhile, Iran continues to block the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most critical energy routes. The Iranian Navy warns ships passing through the strait must receive authorization from Revolutionary Guard naval forces, saying any vessel crossing without permission could be destroyed. Iranian officials say the passage could reopen later this week ahead of possible talks in Pakistan, but only under Iranian security coordination. The conflict is also spilling across the region. The United Arab Emirates says its air defense systems are responding to an Iranian missile attack, while Kuwait reports intercepting a large wave of drones targeting energy infrastructure. In Washington, U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says the United States and its allies have achieved decisive battlefield success. He says Iran's Air Force and Navy have been destroyed, its missile program severely damaged, and that American and allied forces now control the skies. President Donald Trump says Iran will not be allowed to enrich uranium and that the United States will work with Tehran to remove enriched nuclear material from the ground under international monitoring. He also warns that the United States will impose 50% tariffs on any country that provides military assistance to Iran. Iranian officials are responding with their own message. An advisor to Iran's supreme leader says the ceasefire demonstrates what he calls a strategic failure by the United States, adding that Iranian armed forces remain on the highest level of alert and will respond forcefully to any violation. Elsewhere in the region, Saudi sources are criticizing the outcome of the war. A senior figure in the Saudi royal court tells Israeli media that while Iran's threat was exposed, the war ultimately failed to remove the regime and instead caused heavy losses and global economic disruption. Energy infrastructure is also under pressure. The Financial Times reports that a major Saudi oil pipeline connecting the Gulf region to the Red Sea was attacked earlier today, striking a pumping station along the route that has become a critical economic lifeline during the war. Global markets are reacting strongly to the ceasefire announcement. U.S. stocks surge in early trading, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average jumping more than 1,300 points. Oil prices are falling sharply as the pause in hostilities eases fears of prolonged disruption to global energy supplies. Those are the latest headlines from IsReal News.